never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is part 3 of What If Deku was in a zombie outbreak. Make sure it's 3. Okay, um, before we begin our story, I'll tell you some information before, because this will be important. This episode, or part, will be, Nejiro's point of view, the start of the zombie, outbreak, and until the current point in the story we left off with Midoriya. And and Nejire and Jiro, they're friends in this. They're actually best friends in this. They came across each other at a concert by chance, and they bump into each other and they start talking. So they hit it off pretty well. So they've been unseparated. They pretty much been unseparated. Each other's hit basically. They're always hanging out with each other, even though Nejire is like 2 years older than her. So there's that. As we cut to we're gonna start the episode off as Jiro. As you'll shit, I'm gonna be late. Mom's gonna kill me. As it's the night after it's the night of the outbreak happened when Izuku was in school during that scene. So it's nighttime during that day. So it went to night. So that's where we're at. She's like shit. Mom's gonna be pissed. As she's late for her curfew. As it's like 11 o'clock. And she opens the door as the house is all dark. Mom, Dad, I'm home. She's like, whew, oh, I guess Mom and Dad's asleep. Bite the bullet on that one. Yeah, guess Nejire was right. I shouldn't have gone. As she, goes through the kitchen. As she turns on the light in the living room. As she saw something move in the kitchen on her corner eye. And she's like, Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, is that you? I'm sorry I'm late. I kind of lost track of time. I know you're probably going to yell at me. As she sees her mom facing the opposite direction, like in a corner. Mom, are you alright? Give me a second here, guys. As she walks over to her mother, as she touches her shoulder, Mom, you alright? As she turns around, as she turns around her mother, as she's looking down, as she, immediately looks up and loud screech as she charges at Jiro. As she, in the midst of falling down, her elbow hit the cutting board. It was halfway over the counter. As the cutting board falls, as a knife, falls down. As zombie mother is on top of Jiro, as it's trying to bite her, as Jiro, damn it, as Mom, get hold of yourself. As she reaches, as she grabs the cutting, I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Alright. As she reaches over to sorry guys. when she knocked over the cutting board, I forgot to mention there was, a rolling pin. Those old-fashioned ones. To roll dough. As she reaches, as she smacks her mother in the face, as she, gets up. As, Mom, please forgive me. I didn't mean to. As her mom gets growling, and as Dad, I'm sorry, as Dad, her dad walks in, as she thinks it's her dad. Dad, help, Mom's sick. As, Dad, why aren't you saying anything? As Gerald turns over as she sees her dad walking steadily towards her. As it's like, shit, what the hell's going on? Dad, get a hold of yourself. As he lunges at Jero, as she, you know, crawls underneath the table, as she grabs the knife on her way there, as she, runs out of the kitchen, goes upstairs, as she falls down, as someone has as her dad has her ankle. Get off me! As she kicks him in the face, as she runs to her room, as she's like, shit, what the hell's going on? And what happened to my parents? As she rushes over to her bed, she had her backpack on her the whole time. So as she opens her backpack, come on, please answer. As Gerald hears, banging on her bedroom door as she wedged a chair between it, so it'll be harder to open. Give me a second again. Sorry, guys. As she gets her phone, as she's dialing, panicking, as she's ringing, and she's like, please answer. As, hello? Nedre, I need help. And Nedre's like, you know what time is it, Jero? I know, please help, it's life and death. As, what's going on, Jero? As Nedre gets up from bed, turns on her light. My parents are sick, they're acting weird. They attacked me, and I had to kind of hit my mom with a rolling pin. And stabbed my dad with a knife. Slashed him, I think. Maybe I kicked him. I'm not totally sure. It happened so fast. I'm freaking out, Nejire. And she's like, where are you at? At the house? I'm on as the line cut. As the parents, the zombie parents, I guess, are trying to break down the door to get to, the fresh meat that's there. That's where, cut to Nejire. As Nejire's room, she's into music at this part, so her personality will be a little bit different. Well, yeah, it's gonna be different regardless, because she's not gonna have that childlike personality. So she's quite mean, but only people that she likes, so. Yeah, I know some of you might not like it, but I'm not gonna do the whole, ditzy thing. I'm good on that. So, as the room is, there's a lot of, music related things, a couple guitars, keyboard, anything musical. Because she's into music a big time in this one. So, as of there's pictures of her and Jiro. That's when they hanged out and shit. Nejire always wanted to take pictures, so she's the picture type. So there's that. As she grabs her jacket, as she puts it on, it's like a It doesn't really matter. This goes, I guess. I don't really know what type of jacket she would, but she put a coat on because it's nighttime and it's probably going to be like cold. So there's as she rushes out the house, as now Nedre's parents, they're working overseas, not like a Sashi. No, not like a Sashi, like in the canon. No, they partnered up with the Yazurozus, so Nedre knows Momo. So there's that. Just want to give you a little, detail. They're working on a joint project overseas, so they're not in Japan right now. So let's 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 continue. As she rushes over to, after some time running over to Jiro's house, as the door wasn't, closed, so it was cracked a little bit. As she's like, Jiro, as she cracks the door, as she sees, as she sees the sorry, as she creaks up the door, as sorry guys, I have to go to the bathroom. All right, as she creaks through down the hallway, as there's no signs of there, as she gets to Jiro's door, as she's Jiro, are you there? As she unhoods the chair, Nedra, get in here. As she grabs her, shuts the door, and sorry, and put the chair back in place. Yeah, the zombie parents, something else caught their attention. So they're still in the house. So there's that. I hate to be them, but let's continue. As Nidra's like, what the hell's going on, Jero? What do you mean you hit your parents with a rolling pin? Uh, I went to that concert you told me not to go to because it's pretty far out and it it didn't end pretty late. I came inside and my mom attacked me and so did my dad. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're acting weird. As sorry, as they click on the TV, as Gerald was on the turns the TV in her room. Sorry, as there's every channel has a news. What the hell's going on? Everything's in news. As yeah, so yeah, she was fun. All the channels are on the news, so it's all this is important stuff. So as reporters are talking about the outbreak, as Gerald's like, Nedre, do you know anything about this? Nedre's like, no, Gerald, I have no idea. What the hell is this? It almost looked like one of those horror flicks. As Gerald, starts crying, my parents can, if that's, if this is what this is, what's gonna happen to my parents? As she goes there and hugs Jiro, and she's like, "It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, Jiro. Don't worry. What we need to do is now is get out of here." But my parents, as Nijire grabs Jiro's cheek, both cheeks, her side of her head, and she's like, "Jiro, listen to me. They're gone. All we need to do is right now is make sure we both, stay alive." Yes, Nijire, I'm sorry. But I know, it's your parents. But right now, there's clearly, we don't know what's going on, and we're not sure if there's even a cure to cure what's going on here. As this is straight from a fucking crappy zombie movie. Great. That's the last thing I need right now. As she she helps Jiro gather some things. Jiro, do you have a gun or something? As Jiro's like, why would I have a gun? Because we need some sort of, weapon to protect ourselves. We can't simply just dodge these, zombies, I guess. No, I don't have a gun, but I have a couple bats, but I never really use them. I've never used them because my parent, I tried, softball one time, and not my, Jill didn't like softball. She didn't like it very much, though. No, let's say she played softball for outside activity, so for school. So yeah, parents kind of forced me to do this softball thing. I have a couple bats in there. That's the best I have in the house, besides a knife. Well, that's on my desk. And she's like, the bat will do. As as them as they exit the room quietly, as they finally get downstairs, as Nedre walks a little further away, not by much, as as Jiro's dad comes rushing at her, as Nedre sees this, as she rushes over, bash him in the head, and bash it one time, as Jiro's, freaking out. Jiro, come here. As she grabs Jiro, as she hits, no, Mrs. Jiro's mother, bashing her in. As what have you done? As Nesri, listen. As like, I know this is hard, but they're gone. That it was going to be us or them. Come on, Jiro. I know you might not forgive me for this, but it needs to be done. If this is what it is, if this is what if this is a zombie, I can't believe this is a zombie outbreak. As she's still not. She still hasn't, what the word I'm calling it, what the word I'm thinking of, accepted the fact that they're in the outbreak. Not truly. So as they're rushing out, as sorry, as Nedre, so does your mom have a car? So do you have a car? As she's like, no, my parents don't own a car, or yeah, we've never had a car. As crap, we need some sort of transportation to get out of here. As the military comes rolling in, as they're like, they go through the broadcast what Midoriya heard. Attention, all citizens, please go to this destination for the safe zone. As they say that. As Jiro's like, what do you think we should go there? As I guess we don't have a choice. As they finally, they go through some alleyways. You know, sorry. As they go through alleyways to get to the destination because, zombies and the streets, so as they're about to get to, they're finally about to enter the destination. They're a little further down, way down. As Nejire sees soldiers aiming the military aiming their weapons, as their commander, fire. As they all fire, as there was a couple zombies ahead of Nejire, so she didn't see the zombie, but yeah, they are clean sweep. As Nejire grabs Jiro and covers her, as As the as the oh sorry as the government soldiers mow down the civilians and zombies alike, as Jiro's freaking out, as she's like, "Shh, Jiro, play dead. This is not good. Can't believe they actually fired on innocent people. What the hell? What the hell is people? What?" She's like, "What the hell were they thinking?" As the soldiers, check the bodies. Sir, as we have incoming, as they broken through, as some more, zombies, as they ignore Nejire and Jiro, as they overran the unit that was near them, as they retreat back to retreat, as come on, come on, Jiro, as they take off the opposite direction. But how are we gonna get out of here? That was our last chance. And she's like, "Oh no, Jiro, but we could probably, I could probably try, Do you know how to hotwire a car, Jiro?" And she's like, "Yeah, why?" "Well, we're gonna have to steal a car." "Are you serious?" "Well, what about, but if I get in trouble, that will ruin my chances to get in UA." As Nejire, I don't think that's gonna happen, Jiro. As she's like, "What do you mean? You honestly, this is not just like going to be a month thing and it's over with. I don't know how long this is going to last, if we could ever go back to normal." As as they find a car down the street. "All right, Jiro, do your thing." As Jiro breaks into the car door using some picks, as she hot wires the car, as Jiro's like, "Nedre, do you know how to drive? Because I sure don't." And she's like, "Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Dad taught me." Or not really my dad, but more like the help. You know how my folks are. They're always too busy working. As they talked for a little bit. She's still sad about her parents, but she's was being around with a friend. So that's a lot more. It lightens the load a little bit. So as they drive off, she's like, "So Nejire, where are we gonna go?" "I don't know, Jiro. Definitely get out of the city." As as they get to sorry, give me a second. As they get to the main road outside of the city, guess we're out. Guess we're out of danger for right now, Jero. So, do you actually know where we should be going? I don't. I really don't have a destination. We just need to get out of this city. As they get to the road, as they see, as they're driving, as they see a car chasing some sort of vehicle. Is that another person? Should we, as no, we don't know. I'm not too sure we could trust other people yet. We'll see. Let's let's see what these people do. As they want to, Jiro wants to ask for help, but Nezri doesn't want to because she's not stupid. She knows people in this situations, people will act differently and do stuff that they normally wouldn't do in a normal setting. That's why I'm explaining her train of thought right now. So it makes sense. As they as she sees, as she stops the car, as she turns off the road a little bit, just a little bit to hide the car. As as she watches, as she gets out of the car and watches, right next to a tree, as she's spying on what they're doing, as she sees, the car sideways blocking the road. As Jiro's like, "What's Nedry? What are we doing? I want to see what these guys do." I'm just, she's just curious, and plus she doesn't want to get in any altercations because she doesn't know if they're friend or foe. So as she sees a green haired boy, as she's confused, as she's like, huh, "Look there, that's I've never seen someone with green hair before." As Jiro, mentions, "That's not why we're here. What is that scrawny kid gonna do?" He's kind of scrawny. He doesn't have yeah, he hasn't done any training besides guns and some martial sorry and some fighting techniques with a knife and a gun. So beyond that, not physical wise, but if he has a weapon, he could he's quite handy. So as he pulls out of the car, as Dobby's like, Ezekiel, what are you doing?" As he's like, "Pop the trunk." As he pops the trunk, he pulls out, the rifle. As he aims the gun across the hood of the car. As Nedry is that a, and Gerald's like, "That's a rifle." As all she hears is a boom. As Gerald covers her ears. As Nedry sees the vehicle that they were chasing do a barrel roll. As the car flips on its ceiling. As you see as Midori puts his rifle away, puts it in the trunk as he walks out. As Dobby's like, "What are you doing, Midoriya?" As we'll progress through the story, what happened in the last part. As all she sees is Midoriya placing his foot on the guy's chest or the back. I'm not totally sure. I don't remember, but it's been a while. Not really been a while, but I just totally forgot. As he executes him, as the second guy gets out of the vehicle, as he mows them down without even looking, as he mows down the rest of them, as he, sorry, as he checks for the pulse, as he mows down the rest of them, as all Nejire sees is Izuku carrying a blonde girl. As what the hell is going on? Clearly, she wasn't there. She wasn't there willingly, judging by the bindings. All right, let's wait until they leave. And she's like, "Shouldn't we ask, for help?" As no, the dude, the kid, sorry, the dude executed those people very viciously. We should probably we should probably, stay clear of people like that for right now. Yeah, we should stay clear of people of like that. We don't know what he'll do if we ever, if we went out there and talked to him. So as Izuku drives off, as let's keep driving until we see something. As they drive, as they, sorry, as they drive for a while after waiting several hours, wait for Midoriya to leave, and Dobby's vehicle almost, yeah, almost get like I making that part was Dobby. Kind of almost gave me vibes from Supernatural, Dean and Sam, but a twisted version of it, but actually, that's a always wanted to do a what if Deku, make a what if Deku was, supernatural type of feel, but that's I've had an idea for a while, but I'm not going to implement. I'm not going to make that. Not right now, at least. I have to finish off all these other what ifs I've got going on right now. So let's let's continue. As they come across an old motel, as Jill's like, "We're staying here for now. Is this where? Yeah, we're gonna stay here, and we need to really think about what we're gonna do next." As Nejire goes into the home office, the front of the hotel to get the keys, as he sees, sorry, as she takes the bat, as she sees this, the innkeeper trying to get at Nejire, but it's blocking the sorry. The counter is blocking him as Nejire swings her bat, smashes the dude's head in as she walks over behind the counter and smashes his head in. As Jill is staying in the car, Nejire knows that would be would be a lot more easier if Jiro was me, but she's no condition to. She's no in a mental state to be doing anything. I'm surprised, surprised in how easy this is. This shouldn't be this easy. Maybe there's something wrong with me. As she reaches over to the key, as she goes to the car, as she walks out, as she goes to the car window, as Jiro rolls it down. Everything all right? Nejire? Yeah, it's fine. Stay here. I want to check the room before I get out of the car. And she's like, oh, okay. Now the reason why Jiro's acting, not Jiro, not herself, because with the whole, her parents turn to zombies, then Nejire had to, you know, kill them. So she's a wreck right now. So as she opens she opens the whatever hotel room she grabbed key of. As she grabs it, as she walks in, as it's all clear, nothing happened. As she, Gerald, come on. As she, they both rush in, close the door. As they barricade the area, around the area. As she's like, so what do you think we should do? First, we should get some sleep. Tomorrow, we need to get some food. We need to try to find something to eat. We did, not that, there's a grocery store that we pass when we're at the outskirts of the city. We could probably go there. But we need some energy as yeah, that. Give me a second. As we skip to the next day, as they get into the vehicle, as they go down to the supermarket, as they're driving, it's pretty clear of zombies as all they see is a black-haired girl walking down the sidewalk covered in blood. She's crying. As holy shit, is that Momo? As she stops the car, as she's like, Momo, Yaderuzu. As she looks up, Nejire, and she covers her tears. And she's like, as she's like, I need help. As can I get in? As Nejire's like, yeah, get in, Momo. As they finally park at the grocery store. As she's like, what's wrong, Momo? What happened? And she's like, my staff, I had to kill them, as and my parents, as she's crying. Yeah, she was stuck with a zombie full of a mansion full of zombies. So that wasn't fun for her. So she's crying as Nedry and them were friends, not best friends, but not as close as Jiro and her, but they're friends, all three of them. They weren't able to contact her because they cut the military cut the phone line, all all landlines and cell phones. So there's that. As Jiro's crying, as Nedry is like, all right, you two stay here. As Mom was like, where are you going? It's like, we need to get some supplies. She's like, I could help. As she rubs off her tears. It's like, are you sure, Momo? I'm not a. I know I'm a mess right now, but I'm still me. As she creates, a sword. As, come on, Nejire. As, let's get this done, because I really don't want to be in the city. It's just too many memories. As she agrees, as they cut through the zombies that were there, as they get some supplies, some food for now, as Momo, creates a bag, as they start piling up food, as, nothing really happens, as we cut to, we're time skip, where around the same time where Izuku took out that raider group, as we cut to, the settlement that she has, Momo, Jiro, um, sorry, it's Momo, Jiro. I totally forgot it. Alright, it's Nejire, Momo, Jiro, Mina. They came across Mina on the road one day. And who else? Don't know who else I put in there. Todoroki, um, Kirishima. If I said Shoto, he's there. So as we continue, as their scout comes back, um, Nejire, what is it? Sorry, you know that raider group that attacked us? Yeah, what about it? They've been wiped out. What do you mean? And she's like, you need to see this. As Jiro's like, are you sure, Nezare? Sorry. As Nezare's like, it's everything's fine, Jiro. Hold up the fort. And she's like, okay. And she's like, throws, Nezare, a handgun. And she's like, you might need this. And she's like, thanks, Jiro. As they go off, as she goes with the scouts, as you see, as she has, sorry, she has binoculars that Momo made for her. As she sees Midoriya and Dobby with a truck loading up, equipment. As she's like, what the hell? As she noticed, oh, what a small world. It's the green hair boy. He seems to be doing well. That means he must have a base nearby. As she sees him create, I didn't put this part in, but this is I'm adding this in. So as sorry, as he throws Dobby a bag that he created, it's like make it a lot easier. As Dobby's like, forgot you could do that. Can you make more than one? Because this is kind of a pain in the ass. And she's like, whatever. As he throws him, creation quirk. As she, sorry, as she, all right, keep an eye on him, see what he does, report, report back. Yes, Nedre. As she, gets back to the base, as Jiro's like, Jiro, Momo, I need to talk to you. As she's like, what is it, Nedre? What happened? Is it true? Are they gone? As Nedre's like, yeah, that place, they were slaughtered. And she's like, who hit them? Is it one of the other settlements nearby? And she's like, no, this is someone new. You remember Jill, do you remember the green hair boy we saw when we first got out of the city? And she's like, yeah, I think I remember you. Yes, I think I remember. Well, apparently, he's the one who slaughtered them all. As as Mom was like, but why would we care? It's simple, Momo. He has your quirk. And she's like, what do you mean? He has a creation quirk. I saw it. He created a bag out of nothing. If he could create bags, his quirk might be similar to yours. And if we have, if we have another person similar to your quirk, it would leave, it would give you a break. You've been way, you've helped us way too much. I already could tell it's already putting a strain on you. As she's been, doing that a lot. And she's like, that is, solid plan, but what are you suggesting, Nejire? It's simple. We're gonna take him. We're gonna take him. But we don't. But do we even know how many numbers if we even want to kidnap? I can't believe we're actually discussing this. We're discussing kidnapping a person. Nejire's like, well, we're not in the normal world anymore. The same rules don't apply. You know there's more than most, Momo. Yes, but I still don't like the fact of kidnapping someone. I really don't care. His quirk would be very, beneficial. Like I said, it will make you break. I could care less if we worked the guy to the bone. As long as as long as you're not in danger or fatigue, more the better. So Joe's like, but doesn't he? Yeah. As she's like, but how do we know how many people he's he's with? And she's like, I only saw two of them. And the blonde, I believe, most likely is still around. I didn't see her though. As they come up with a plan, and we're gonna stop it here. Yeah, we're getting into some interesting stuff now. So hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.